Happy Sunday, Saints. Welcome to our Sunday sermon for the week. It's your girl, Big Mama Tarot, and we just gonna jump right into the cards. You know, with my Sunday sermons, I already pre-shuffled my tarot from my Hoodoo tarot deck and got our card from the Sibyls of Africa. I think that's how you say it. Make sure I got the right book. Okay, the Sibyls Oracles of the Black Doves of Africa. So I pull one card from this deck, and then I pull 4 tarot cards from my Hoodoo tarot deck, and then we're gonna get some clarity, some other stuff, and we're gonna get into the reading for the week. So our oracle card for the week, our overall energy, is abandonment. So when I pulled this card and saw abandonment at the top, I was like, because, you know, girlies have abandonment issues, girlies have codependency, girlies have all that stuff. So when I first read that, and I've been thinking about my abandonment issues today and how like people just come and go, people leave, and you're just left to pick up the pieces, you know what I'm saying? But I'm trying to heal from that and heal from that like heartache and that almost fear and anxiety that people are going to just leave and leave you to pick up the pieces. But then I actually read the card, so I'm gonna read the keys. First of all, a lot of the descriptions in this book are very long. Like you see this one, for example, is quite long. And then when I flipped to abandonment and it was nothing but half a page, I was like, wait a minute. Very straight to the point. And that's what this Sunday sermon is giving today, straight to the point. So the scene depicts the ruins of a 1st century Roman theater. At one time, this was the location of great performances and joy, but the possibility of both was denied to certain people based on socioeconomic inequality that wouldn't permit them to enter. It doesn't matter now. It's been decaying too long to be fixed. This card represents the necessity to move on and seek amusement elsewhere. Woo! The divinatory meaning says, let it go. Say goodbye. That is not worth your energy. And that's it. So this really resonated with me because I'm the type of person that like, I could have completely cut ties with a person. We had a falling out or whatever happened. We realized, you know, our relationship is not living up to the expectations that we had. You know, it's not what it used to be. We're not clicking, like the chemistry is not there anymore. So you have to leave it alone. And that is a very difficult place to get to, of realizing like, okay, this relationship once, like we used to have so much fun together. We used to do certain activities together that we don't do anymore. Like things change, people change, situations change. And sometimes when we're in a new environment, the people that we met in that old environment don't fit into that new environment. So we have to be okay with letting them go. Or we realize this person is not who I thought they were. And you have to let that person go for the sake of your own mental health. So yes, abandonment. Sometimes we have to walk away from things that no longer serve us, that no longer bring us joy. Like the card said, this card represents the necessity to move on and seek amusement elsewhere. Find new people that can fill up your cup and that can make you feel happy and filled with joy. Because whoever it is that brought up this abandonment card sucks the joy out of us. We have to find people that bring us that joy and make us feel happy and make us feel wanted, make us feel joy. That is, I feel like the human existence is just finding pleasure, finding joy, finding happiness. And I think that our pain and our sorrow and the things that we go through only guide us back to that happiness. It's all about the wheel of fortune, ups and downs, and finding your way back to your happiness. So for our tarot for the week, we have the 8 of Coins. We have Gullah Jack, which is the Hanged Man. We have Dem Bones, which is Judgment. And we have the Garden, which is the World. So we're going to get into all 4 of these cards. So first up, we have the 8 of Coins. The 8 of Coins is a hard-working person. The 8 of Coins spends a lot of time working on their craft, developing their craft, and this could be the energy that we put into our relationships. We were working hard and thinking that we were forming relationships that were good and healthy. We were so happy with, you know, the people in our life, and then we hit this hangman moment where we just feel kind of stuck, and we're just like, wait a minute. The hangman pushes us to reflect. It pushes us to think about things and really just go back, because really when you're in the hangman position, you can't move, you're stuck, and you have nothing but your mind, you have nothing but your brain to keep you, you know, if you hanging, you hanging, you know, there's nothing you can do but think in that situation. So the hangman tells us that now is the time to be reflecting on what went right and what went wrong in that situation, and to really just take a hard look at ourselves and be like, okay, this person did this to me, but what did I do? And what can I do moving forward so that I'm not, you know, repeating the same things over and over again? You know what I mean? It gives us a chance to take a step back, you know, because every time, what am I trying to say? Okay, there's two sides to every story. And with there being two sides to every story, that means that in the other person's story, you played a different role than the role you're playing in your own story, because you're telling the same story, but from two different points of view. So your role in that story, when you tell it, is going to be different from when the other person tells it. So the hangman also gives us the chance to take a step back and reflect on, okay, what did I do? What did I do right? What did I do wrong? What did they do right? What did they do wrong? What can I learn from this so that moving forward, I can attract the people in my life that bring me joy and bring me happiness? And this could be beyond people. It could be jobs. It could be hobbies. It could be anything. But for me, it resonates more so with people, because I have honestly always struggled with making and maintaining relationships. So for me now, I'm seeing how, like, I gotta do the work and actually, you know, work to make my friendships and relationships work. Friendships and relationships take effort, they take work, and it's not always going to be super easy. So then we got judgment, also them bones. So when I saw judgment to me, like in typical tarot, you see judgment and you see it's like people that are like looking up to the same high. Well, at least in my modern witch, I'm not about to try to look for that card, but I've seen judgment depicted where it's like a bunch of people raising their hands and looking up to the same higher power, or to the same whatever it is that you want it to be. So in my mind, with this judgment card, it's telling us that, you know, when we take that time to step back and reflect on exactly what, like, to really just reflect on the relationship as a whole, and to just go back, almost think of it as like a highlight reel, and just think back to like, okay, think back on these events, how they affected me, how I may have affected the other person, and really just take a step back. Then in that reflection, as you're like, because reflection, I feel like, is a way of raising our vibrations, because we're, you know, thinking back to the events of the past and using those to grow. Self-reflection helps us grow so much. Self-awareness is so important. So as we become more self-aware, and as we learn about our toxic traits, I suppose, I don't like to say toxic traits, because like, it's not like we want to be toxic, but we learn these things throughout our lives and we have to heal from them. But as we heal from those things, we are connecting, or we're aligning ourselves with people that are on the same level as us. We attracted these people that, you know, led us to this abandonment. We attracted the people that we had these falling out. We attracted these jobs. We attracted these energies because of our vibrational energies that we were putting out. You know, what you put out is what you get back to you. So if you're vibrating down here, you're going to get some low vibrational stuff. But as you raise your vibrations, you attract people that are on that same vibration as you. There was something that I wanted to read from this card. Let me open my book. You know, I love to go to my book. So it says, if you want a fresh start, start fresh. And when I say start fresh, I mean, don't go back to the same types of people that led you to where you're at now. You know what I'm saying? You know, you've seen, you know, the types of people that, well, I'm trying to think of how I want to word this. You can start to recognize the patterns at a certain point. Like, I have dealt with enough tomfoolery that I can sort of recognize the patterns and see like, okay, this person, I can see how they are kind of like that other person that I used to deal with. So maybe I should take that information and not deal with them. So starting fresh, starting new also involves realizing, okay, this feels familiar to me, so that means I need to leave it alone. When you start fresh, that means that you have to actually start over, and that's hard. It's exhausting, honestly. It is very tiring to feel like you're rebuilding your entire life, but it'll be so worth it when you get to your garden, when you get to the world energy and you have all of the things that you desire and you are living in your manifestations. It's going to feel like a breath of fresh air. What I wanted to read from the garden card: learn the art of being content. So yes, we have to find contentment within ourselves, contentment within the people around us. And if those people don't make you feel content, if you feel in some type of way after you hang out with certain people, then that's your sign to hit the bricks. You know what I'm saying? When you know better, you do better. So this card kind of does give me, okay, we saw the wreckage of this chaotic relationship or this chaotic job or this chaotic whatever that we've gotten ourselves into. Now it's time for us to do better, since we do in fact know better. So there's that. Yeah. When I pulled that abandonment card, I said, whoa, okay. Because, ooh, that was triggering. I had literally just been thinking about this today because I'm hanging out with a friend today, and I was just kind of scared. I was like, oh no, I hope they don't flake on me. Like, I hope XYZ, LMNOP, just anxious because it was taking them a little while to text me back. And I'm just like, girl, why are you so anxious? Like, them triggers be triggering, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, we gotta really truly start fresh and understand, like, okay, just because these things happened to me in the past doesn't mean that they're gonna continue to happen to me forever. It doesn't mean that it's gonna happen to me in this situation that I'm in now. Things could change, things might be different, and you never know. You just have to be content in this moment, find your peace in this moment, and keep it moving. Prosperity lies ahead. That's that world card. I feel like these two cards tied together. I feel like once we learn to let go of all the bullshit, learn to let go of, whatever it is that we need to abandon, whatever it is that it's time for us to let go of, once we actually let go of it, we're going to open ourselves up to so much prosperity. I have, like, every single time I let go of a relationship or a person that doesn't serve me anymore, it opens up the door to so much better. Every single time, I've been saying this for years, whenever I leave a man, I get finer. I always get cuter when a man disappoints me, because every time you set that boundary for yourself and assert yourself a little bit more, you get a little bit more from the universe. The universe will always, return your investment tenfold. Your hard work is paying off. Your hard work is paying off. I get it. I get that it's hard to deal with people and relationships. It's hard. Especially me, my little neurodivergent self. I really struggle with people. In social cues and social interaction, it stresses me out. But a new start is coming. Prosperity lies ahead. Your hard work is paying off. You just got to keep pushing, babes. You got to keep pushing. I think I talked about Bluey last week and how, first of all, if you don't know what Bluey is, it's this little Australian cartoon about these two little girls that live with their family, and it's for children. It is for children. But that show really hit me hard in my feels because Bingo, the little sister, was so upset because she felt like she ruined Mother's Day. And then her mom was like, oh no, it's not, and I feel like that kind of represents me in a way, and us in a way, because like sometimes we feel like we just royally effed up and ruined everything, and the person that we feel like we affected doesn't even feel affected by it. Like, we feel like, oh no, like the world is crumbling around me, but that reassurance comes through. That person is like, it's okay, everything is fine. So Bingo's mom in the episode said, and this is going to stick with me forever, whenever you are, you know, in your feelings, you gotta have a good cry. That was step one. And one thing about me, I'm gonna cry about it, okay? So step one was have a good cry. Step two, wait, no. Step one, have a good cry. Pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and get back to it. Hop right back to it, babes. Just because something bad happens, just because you got stressed, it doesn't mean you're gonna be there forever. It's called going through. If Mama Tina said it, it's called going through because you're going through it. You're not gonna be stuck there forever. You're not gonna die. You're gonna survive. So, from Spirit Junkie, we got my productivity stems from inspiration. When I focus on what brings me joy, my tasks become effortless actions. So, leave all that stuff behind that doesn't bring you joy, because that's what's keeping you stuck. That's what's keeping you in this feeling of just being down on yourself and feeling low. You know what I'm saying? Productivity stems from inspiration. When I focus on what brings me joy, my tasks become effortless actions. And it's so hard to focus on the things that bring you joy when there are so many things that take it away. I hate America. I hate it here. I will say it every single day till I'm blue in the face. I hate it here. But, you know, I have to find the little glimmers of joy in the day-to-day, because I feel like at this point, capitalism, America, white supremacy, it's all designed for us to be miserable. As a Black woman, this nation is designed for me to be miserable. They want me to be miserable. But when I find joy in the little things in my life, it makes it so much easier to do the things that I have to do. Like, my house is clean right now. Do you know how, as an ADHD girly, as a depressed or a formerly depressed girly, I'm rebuking my depression, honey. I am not depressed no more. I'm delivered, okay? But as somebody that has dealt with depression and anxiety and ADHD and undiagnosed ADHD for so many years, it's always been so hard for me to stay on top of things and keep my house clean and, you know, be consistent with the things I want to do, stay with my hobbies, maintain friendships, do all the things I want to do. But, you know, as I focus on what brings me joy, which is myself, I'm focused on myself and my happiness, it's so much easier for me to do the things that I need to do. So let go of those people, those situations, those anything that is draining you, and focus on your happiness. And when you do, life changes so much. I just feel like such a lighter person. I feel so much happier. I feel so much better because I focus on what brings me joy. I trust that my intuition is leading me in the right direction. You got to trust yourself and your inner knowing at all times, because you be knowing, and you know you be knowing, especially my water signs, my water moons, my water risings. I'm a Scorpio moon, and I be knowing shit. So you got to trust your intuition. Your intuition is always leading you in the right direction. And on the bottom of the deck, my greatest experience of freedom comes when I let go of what others think of me. Ooh, that just hit me. My greatest experience of freedom comes when I let go of what others think of me. That is something that has been so hard for me. As an undiagnosed neurodivergent girly, I did not know what was wrong with me, but I always felt like I was different and like something was wrong, and I just never understood it. So now I'm at a point where I just, you know, don't care about what other people think of me. And that's hard because, you know, growing up, I got picked on relentlessly by my siblings. I never got bullied at school, but like my siblings, who are like supposed to be your built-in besties, were awful to me. We were awful to each other. So like growing up, it was always hard for me to express myself and really just allow myself to be who I really am, because I was so afraid that people wouldn't like me the way my siblings don't like me. So now it's so much easier for me to just be myself and let go and not give a fuck about how other people feel about me, because I only have one life to live, and I'm only gonna be me. All I can do is be me. So why am I gonna sit here and pretend like I'm not who I am? Like, I'm weird, I am awkward, I'm a little cringy at times, but that's just who I am, and that's okay. All I can do is be me. That's all I can do, and I'm gonna do it. So yes, I think I'm gonna wrap up here. I always feel the need to wrap up with a affirmation card from Real Talk Affirmations deck. So we're gonna pull one and then we're gonna wrap it up. But yes, I can't believe I forgot to pray, but I'm gonna pray us out today. Let's go ahead and drop our emoji in the comments. Go ahead and leave me a red heart emoji because that's what's on this shirt right here, the transmute card. We have seen the transmute card on this channel before. It says, you have the ability to transform tough times and challenging energy into a multitude of things. Let your heart space lead the way as you transmute your struggles into wisdom and wonder. So I'm gonna leave us there because that's the word. That's it. That's all we gotta say. But I'm gonna pray us out and then we gonna go. Spirit, thank you so much for sending everybody that tuned into this reading my way. I pray that this message brought them love, light, healing, clarity. I think I stole that from somebody, Tarot with Tay. So if you follow her or if you don't follow her, give her a go ahead and check her out, Tarot with Tay. But anyway, I hope that this reading was able to bring the collective, the saints, the congregation. I hope everybody got a good word for the week to move forward and bring ourselves closer to our high selves, to our most divine selves, to our most powerful selves, to our most joyous selves. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you to the divine creator. Thank you to the ancient ancestors, to the benevolent spirits, and to all of those that hope to help us reach our highest good. Amen. All right. I'll see you guys later. Have a wonderful week. Very fabulous Valentine's Day. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Toodles.